Greetings. I'm out here on a beautiful day on our back deck, and it's glorious and cool. It's just delightful. And this is a video I should have done earlier in the week. And it's a video that I've been trying to do regularly called In Case You Missed Church on Sunday, and kind of review what we spoke about from the scripture. And this past week's scripture included two. One was from Genesis, the story of Jacob when he's rejected by his family. He's wandering in the middle of nowhere, and he falls asleep with his head on a rock, and all of a sudden God appears to him, and a stairway to heaven appears before him, and up at the top is God, and God's voice speaks down to him, Jacob, this is the land I'm going to give you. And that became a holy, sacred place, and became a marker for what would go forward across centuries and even millennia for the establishment of the kingdom of Israel. And so that was, my gosh, 4,000 years ago. Those numbers kind of float in and out of your head, and it's difficult. And then we read from the book of Romans, where Paul is preaching about the promise to all believers that we too will come into a kingdom, heaven, eternity. And it occurred to me that oftentimes when you think about the Bible and you hear a Bible verse, and I use the word that I learned in seminary, a pericope. A pericope is just, this is my term, it's not official, a hunk of scripture, okay, some paragraphs. And so these two pericopes, hunks of of scripture from Jacob 4,000 years ago, and then Paul 2,000 years ago, across that sweep, and then on through today with biblical studies, the same promise holds true from then until now, all the way through. So if you don't really think about the Bible except in terms of small snippets where you get in a Bible study through preaching or teaching, good for you. But keep in mind that this is a string that has gone unbroken from the beginning of the creation of humanity in Genesis. That has really spoken to me. And I know religion is tough. I really do. I mean, no one knows that maybe more than me. I've always been out in the world, and I know that it's challenging sometimes. But the promise of God to just be at peace, and that you will have salvation. Salvation, the word salve is in there, healing. And so I want you to think about that. There's an unbroken line of promises by your Creator that you are well, you will be well, and no matter what it is you're dealing with right now, if you come and you turn to the Lord, you can find the peace that is eluding you, okay? My shirt is Lafayette Jefferson High School, the Broncos, and I didn't go there. But Sally went there. Sally was a Bronco, and a cheerleader, as a matter of fact. And so I've become, by default, a Bronco, okay? Go Broncos. Okay, bye.